Did you know that Australia has a population of about 22.7 million people? Yet it is home to nearly 200 million rabbits? That means there are almost 10 times more rabbits than humans. These rabbits have caused such severe damage that the Australian government has officially declared them a destructive species. For Australia, rabbits are a harmful creature, and every possible effort to eliminate them has failed. On the other hand, China has imported more than 4 million rabbits over the past 30 years, not to eat them, but to conduct a unique experiment in the Kubuki Desert. The results of this experiment left the whole world shocked. Welcome once again to ZMTV. When a desert expands and swallows fertile land, turning it into desert as well, this process is called desertification. One of the biggest victims of desertification is China's Kubuki Desert. There was a time when this desert was expanding at a rate of nearly 500,000 acres every year, consuming vast areas of fertile land annually. China tried everything to slow this process down. During the 1950s and 1960s, several projects were launched. Sand control stations were built, and trees were planted across the desert. But the sea of sand remained uncontrollable. Then one day, a local entrepreneur named Wang Wanbiao changed everything. Wang invested his own money into a strange and unconventional idea. He began placing dry shrubs in square-shaped patterns across hundreds of acres of desert land. Between those squares, he started planting willow trees. Willow trees can survive with very little water because their roots can grow as deep as 300 feet underground in search of moisture. Their wood is valuable and used in the paper and furniture industries, but only if the trees can survive in desert conditions. In the Kubuki Desert, strong winds scatter sand and cause the trapped moisture to evaporate. To protect young willow plants from these winds, shrubs were planted around them. In the beginning, people laughed at Wang, saying, "Who plants trees in a desert?" But no one truly understood his vision. For the first 3 years, everything went well. Then a new problem appeared. The willow trees now required special care. To sell them to the paper and furniture industries, it was necessary to regularly cut the new branches so that the main trunk could grow thicker and stronger. Doing this work manually in the desert was both difficult and expensive. This is where the story takes a dramatic turn. This was the moment when rabbits entered the picture, specifically Rex rabbits. Rex rabbits are a special breed known for their fur, which is as soft and luxurious as otter fur. It is highly valuable and used to make premium clothing. But why were rabbits brought here? Because one simple habit of these rabbits completely changed the ecosystem of the Kubuki Desert. Rex rabbits love to eat the young shoots that grow on willow trees. As they kept eating the thin new branches, the main trunks of the trees became thicker and stronger. Paper companies were happy to buy the wood at high prices. The rabbits got food, and the industry got raw material. Both the environment and the economy started benefiting at the same time. But this was only the beginning. As mentioned earlier, willow tree roots can reach up to 300 feet underground. These roots strengthened the structure of the sand, preventing it from blowing away during strong winds and reducing moisture evaporation. Meanwhile, the rabbits began showing their real impact. Rabbit waste acted as natural fertilizer and became a valuable product under China's zero-waste system. Rex rabbits also reproduce very rapidly. A single female can give birth to around 50 babies in a year. As the rabbit population increased, so did the fertilizer, making the land increasingly fertile. Gradually, sand started turning into farmland. Organic vegetables began to grow. Another important trait of Rex rabbits played a major role in this transformation. They can digest grass, but cannot digest grass seeds. The seeds pass through their system and are released with their waste. After some time, grass began multiplying naturally. This means the rabbits not only maintained the willow trees, but also helped grass grow. Their fur was sold at high prices. The entire process turned into a self-sustaining cycle. The desert literally started turning green. After the success of this experiment, Wang did not stop there. He rented 100 bulldozers and began leveling sand dunes. He filled pits, flattened the land, and planted more willow trees. With support from the Chinese government, millions of Rex rabbits were imported and distributed among local residents. Every household became a small farm. This project continued for 10 years, and the entire region transformed. What was once nothing but sand turned into green land. The total area of the Kubuki Desert is about 18,600 square kilometers. According to UN reports, 33% of it, around 6,250 square kilometers, has now turned green. This is the result of more than 30 years of effort. Because of this transformation, the Kubuki Desert is now known as an ecological marvel instead of the Sea of Death. Not only did the environment change, but people's lives changed as well. The Chinese government invested 3 billion yuan, roughly 400 million US dollars, to build new villages and provide employment opportunities in the desert. Today, millions of acres of land support livelihoods. More than 2,000 farms operate in the region, selling nearly 3 million Rex rabbits every year. The average annual income of a farmer has reached around $9,600. People who once fled the desert are now thriving. According to estimates, the lives of nearly 10,000 people have been transformed. When media reporters visited the area in 2017, they observed that the environment had become 10 times better than before. Trees, grass, animals, and humans were living together in balance. But one important question remains. If rabbits can turn deserts green, why are they considered dangerous in Australia? Before 1859, Australia had no rabbits at all. A British settler released just 24 rabbits so they could multiply and later be hunted. Within 70 years, their population exploded out of control. In Australia, rabbits live freely in their natural habitat. In China, however, they are kept in a controlled environment and used only in ways that benefit both humans and nature. That is why rabbits are a disaster in Australia, but a blessing in China. The story of the Kubuki Desert does not end here. This region is also home to the world's largest solar panel image, known as the Juman Solar Power Plant. Spread across 6,000 acres and made up of nearly 5 million solar panels, it forms the shape of a running horse when viewed from space. According to Guinness World Records, it is the largest solar panel image in the world. By 2022, the plant had generated 2.3 billion kilowatt-hours of electricity. This saved 7,600 tons of coal and reduced carbon dioxide emissions by 1.8 million tons. But this power plant does more than generate electricity. It also helps fight desertification. Because sunlight does not directly reach the ground beneath the panels, evaporation is reduced. Grass grows underneath, and Rex rabbits are once again used to graze it. The rabbits fertilize the soil and spread seeds, continuing the cycle. The solar panels also reduce wind speed by up to 50%, which prevents sand from being displaced. Slowly, the land becomes fertile on its own. Today, sheep, goats, ducks, and rabbits live together in the Kubuki Desert. Grass grows beneath the solar panels, surrounded by clusters of willow trees. No one could have imagined that the Sea of Death would one day become a Sea of Life. And it all began with the smart and controlled use of a small rabbit. Today, researchers around the world call this model an eco-economic revolution. According to reports, Around 50% of the world's land is desert, and nearly 40% is affected by desertification. Europe and the United States are now trying to learn from China's example. The message of the Kubuki Desert is clear. When humans and nature work together, even a sea of death can be turned into a garden of life. Thank you for watching this ZMTV video. Don't forget to like, share, and leave your comments. See you in the next one.